Well, great to be back on our home court, obviously, and I would encourage our fans to continue to support this game. Specifically, it's Rally for Ryan Luce. Over the last 7 years, we've raised over $400,000 to help fight childhood cancer, and this is our 8th year. Going through struggles of such, the inspiration that sports can give to young people, especially this community, has given to not only Ryan Luce, but other children going through cancer is amazing. So I commend all those fans out there and obviously what we've done here for Ryan Luce as she struggled through cancer to get to the other side of it. So I encourage you guys to log on to our website. Please log on to the website for more information and continue to do so. This is our 14th SEC game. Tough schedule, and it's been like that from the very beginning. So we're looking forward to getting back to our home crowd. There's only 3 home games left, I believe, 3 home games left. So we're excited about it.
Dennis, when you look at A&M and looking back at the last time against them, you guys flipped it around for, 10, 12 minutes in the middle of that game. What was the biggest difference in what let them get out in front of you and what allowed you guys to come back?
Well, I think when you look at the number 2 team in our conference, which Texas A&M is, Buzz has done a great job, and it always stems from last season. Last season, they felt disrespected. They wasn't selected on Selection Sunday, and you can see the focus of that team, leaving no doubt in anyone's mind how good and how they're playing. And you have a core group of guys coming back with that residue, that thought, and it's inspiring them without a doubt. They do a great job of getting to the free throw line. They are one team that average 24 free throw attempts at home, and they average 24 free throw attempts on the road. That is a tremendous stat that a lot of people in this country aren't able to do. They've done it consistently in the SEC. The games that they've won, there's no doubt in my mind their defense. Buzz has done a gre're job. They're one of the best defensive teams, I think, in the country when it comes down to forcing teams to play to the second, third, fourth side and playing out of rotations. They're averaging almost 12 and a half offensive rebounds and 12 and a half points off second chance. But what is not in that stat sheet is how many free throws they're getting after their second chance opportunities, which obviously goes right back to that free throw line. And they do a tremendous job. They shoot the ball well. They have that level of toughness. That's a team that's going to play. I believe that it's a Sweet 16 and beyond team that Buzz has put together. They have great maturation, maturity. They take care of the basketball. They execute after timeouts. It's one of the top teams in the country. I think it's an understatement they should be in the top 20. I've never seen a team that's in second place not ranked. I'm confused at that. So I encourage us to look deeply at how good Texas A&M is and give them proper respect because they're a good team. They're absolutely a good team, and they beat some good teams at their home court. So, again, it's one of those games that is going to be scrappy. It may get ugly. It's going to be a lot of fouls, or it may not, depending on how that whistle goes. But hopefully it's in our favor.
Dennis, what do you like about rematch games in conference play? I know it goes both ways, but do you go in having a better feel for matchups and how your team can respond?
Well, what's tougher than that is playing a team 3 times, right? And even tougher than that, possibly playing a team 4 times. But playing that schedule where you get to play another team on your home court that you played on the road, there's some sense of responsibility. You have a responsibility to know the scouting report as players. You know exactly what you're going to get. You know exactly who they are. So it's no secrets from both programs. I think Buzz has done a great job tremendously, these last couple games that they've had, but also just being able to will themselves to wins late in the game as well, no matter what that score is. Arkansas had a good lead on them, and they were able to come away with the victory. So that's a sign of maturation, like I said before.
Dennis, as you guys got back here and were able to debrief from the weekend, just what were some of the biggest changes you saw from Saturday to Tuesday and how you guys played?
Well, Saturday to Tuesday, I have amnesia. I don't remember Tuesday. But I remember Saturday. I don't remember Tuesday for some reason. Some odd reason, I don't remember Tuesday. When you look at this conference, I think debriefing from those two games, we turned the ball over early, and Auburn was able to create offensive opportunities. And whether it's get to the foul line or have their 25% three-point shooters shoot over 50%, I think they were able to get a game that was really, 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 really important to them. And we didn't respond the right way, without a doubt. So when I look at the debrief, it was a tale of two teams. We were two totally different teams, and we did not take care of the basketball. That offensive stat that stands out is not always shooting percentage, but it is, positive assist to turnover ratio, and we spent a lot of time on the defensive end and not being able to protect our basket or even get on the defensive side.
In all seriousness, when you talk about having amnesia, I mean, there are some coaches that will come out of a game like that and just, hey, let's burn the tape, bury the tape, whatever. Do you treat coming off a game like Tuesday night any differently, or is it the same process of let's look at this every bit as much as we would have looked at the one at Tennessee?
Whenever you're coaching young people, you have to understand their mental capacity. Our players didn't go out and try to not give their very best. They tried to give their very best. And it's just a tale of the game. I thought we were a step slow. I thought after watching it about 5 times, I watched the game over 5 times myself. So I'll never run from being able to see how we can get better. I think that's important as you develop throughout the year. Does that game define us? Absolutely not. That game does not define who we are. It doesn't define anything other than Auburn played a hell of a game and they took care of home court. On the road, you want to split, especially when you, in this conference, there are 2 different ways to split. We could have lost to Tennessee, won at Auburn, or won at Tennessee, lost at Auburn. I think we all know which one is better to do. I would rather go 2-0, right? I would rather go 2-0, but we wasn't able to. And I'm not going to talk down to my team or look at it any other way. We have to regroup, lick our wounds, and be prepared, because no one is gonna have a pity party for us. Texas A&M doesn't. They don't care what happened. Their job is to come here and play their very best and try to get a win. My job is to get our team prepared as best as possible and recover from those mistakes, recover from a game like that, and respond the proper way. And I think we've been able to do that throughout the year, and we'll see what Saturday holds.
Yeah, Coach, can you tell us a little bit more about kind of the response that you see out of the players coming off a game like Tuesday? Because y'all seem to bounce back pretty well most of the time.
Well, the response is simple. Our guys have IQs. They understand what went on. They understand exactly what happened. They have awareness. We just wasn't able to get it back on our side, and it got away from us early. When it comes down to playing a 30-plus game season, this isn't football where you have a whole week off and you play on the weekends. And, we got to recover quick. What I saw was this. I saw Tennessee beat Alabama because of maybe our game and that Vandy game. So I saw that, and that's how you respond. We got to be able to respond a certain way, and throughout the year, teams respond. Auburn won one of their last 6 games before us. They had to respond. So you're going to have multiple opportunities throughout this conference schedule to see teams respond. And that's what the situation is. That's what it's about. I am excited, again, about what we were able to do on the road. So you have to look at the positives and not dwell on the negatives. We were able to split. Now it's time to come back home in our last 5 games, right? We got 5 games left, roughly 5. Okay. 5 games, only 3 at home, 2 on the road. We have to be able in this conference, if you want to compete at the level that we want to compete at, you have to be able to take care of home court. Texas A&M is the number 2 team. They're playing for a conference championship and a number 1 seed in the tournament. That's what they're playing for. They're playing for an NCAA seed. That's what they're playing for. And we recognize that. So my job is to keep everything in perspective and make sure that our guys are prepared to play.
Thanks. Congratulations on being named the 2023 Warner Ladder Naismith Men's Basketball Coach of the Year. How does that make you feel?
Say that again?
Congratulations on being nominated for the Warner Ladder Naismith Men's Basketball Coach of the Year. You are one of 15 people who are nominated.
Wow.
Did you not know this?
No.
Congratulations.
We've been in practice. I came from practice right here. I appreciate you letting me know that. And that's an honor that I share with our staff, right? That's not possible without our staff. That's not possible without our fan base. That's not possible without our players. So any kind of recognition on our team, it may bear the name of one person, but I share it with many. That award, I share it with the former coaches that coached here. Obviously, Norm Stewart, Quinn Snyder, Kim Anderson, Frank Haith, Mike Anderson, Konzo. That's an outstanding honor because it bears the name of Mizzou, right? I think we're all proud of that. Maybe before the season, no one knew who I was, and that's okay, but they've opened their arms and hugged me, hugged my family, and welcomed us as if, you know, we're their best friends. So I share that with our entire community. I appreciate you sharing that with me. That's outstanding honor. But again, that wasn't on my goals. My goal is to win a championship, but it's an outstanding honor. I would say that, to say the least.
Time for one last question.
Dennis, you mentioned at the beginning the Rally for Ryan game and all that. I'm just curious, between that, which, by the way, I don't think Missouri's lost one of these games before, and then with Coach Stewart starting Coaches versus Cancer, it's been a thing that's been around here. Just your thoughts on the platform that you guys have to kind of do things off the basketball court and how you try to do that.
Well, we have 3 C's in our program. We want to be champions in the classroom, on the court, and in the community. As a community, I think, you know, when you look at what this game does, you look at, you know, the significance of it. You look at Coaches versus Cancer, or even in this case, Rally for Ryan. Brad Luce and his family have been through a lot, and he's a former assistant coach here, and obviously he's an employee here in our athletic department. He works his behind off, but you never want to see your family go through something. So I think we collectively have wrapped our arms around his wife, and all their children, but also specifically around Ryan, and to be able to continue to raise awareness is important, and using our platform in the way that we use it. Community service is important for me as I coach. I'm not here alone. I'm here because someone gave their time, their talents, their treasures to pour into a young man from Chicago to see that his dream come true. I hadn't gone through anything medically like that, but I have friends that have. I have family members that have. I have mentors that have. So for me, I have to continue to give back how I can. We all know Norm's situation, going through what he went through in the past, and how it hit our logo. We've had former students, former student athletes in this program stricken by cancer. So I want to continue to raise awareness because it's a battle that isn't going anywhere, and it's important that we all rally behind and give to other people. What's your question, man?
Coach Nick Honor, you know, he's one of 2 players that start every game, and I believe he's played the most minutes on the team. Just what makes him so special both on and off the court?
Well, what makes Nick Honor very special is he's the son of a coach, and he has that spirit. His dad is a Naismith high school women's basketball coach. He won the national award. But that's the IQ that he has. I think one day Nick will be a coach after his playing career. He just connects everything, man. He allows a pace. He allows you to be calm because you know the ball is safe. He does great things when he's out there with his teammates. He can shoot the ball. I want him to be more selfish. I think he's too unselfish, no different than Kobe Brown has been too unselfish. I think Nick Honor is that same way. He has a high level of empathy, but more importantly, he's a dependable guy. And, you know, I'm not shocked that he and Kobe has started each and every game, and I don't ever see that changing. I just believe in him, and that's all it takes. It takes for a coach to believe in his player, and his player is going to continue to give his very best.